You're listening to 2025, The Final Drive, What You Need to Win with David Hayes.
So let's talk about the Blitz is on. Here we go. We're talking about the biggest risk of all, which I truly believe is called longevity risk. Now, why is longevity risk the biggest risk of all? Most people might sit back and think, okay, well, living too long, is that a bad thing? Well, certainly not. If you are healthy and you have a great life and you have friends and family and faith and you're living a fantastic, sure, I want to live as long as I possibly can. You know, we all want to go to heaven. We just don't want to go to heaven today. That's the country song. And I think that's the way most people live and act. But longevity risk, to me, is the biggest risk of all. And it's not the fact of just living too long. The longevity risk is really the great risk multiplier. Now, what do I mean by a risk multiplier? It brings on risk of possibilities of new risk. Now, I talk about in the book when I go to Indianapolis to visit my son, how I'm assuming the risk of possibly having an accident on the way. And how do I manage this risk? I might drive the speed limit, probably not. Keep a lookout for other crazy drivers doing crazy things. Don't slam on my brakes when I stop. So there's several things I can do to manage my risk when moving my way up to Indianapolis. However, the longer he lives in Indy, the more trips I make to Indy, the more possibilities of things happening, such as running out of gas, having a flat tire, which has happened, or having some form of an accident. I can manage all of those known possible risks, but it's the risks that I don't know, like driving under a bridge and something falls off and crashes in my car. I mean, those are just crazy, out of the left field kind of risk. But when it comes to life and finances, the great risk multiplier is longevity risk. Now, why is that? Because when you live a long time, a lot of things can happen that are great, and a lot of things can happen that aren't so great. As an example, the longer you live, the better chance we're going to have another big stock market crash. The longer you live, the better chance inflation could decimate your purchasing power.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. The clock is ticking. Each decision that is made today will put more money into your pocket or leave you worried about your financial future. The time to prepare is now. The time to eliminate risk was yesterday. Let's partner to help those around us to make decisions that empower their financial future. If you would like to book David for a speaking event, please contact CFC at cfci.us. You can purchase his book, 2025 The Final Drive, by going to www.cfci.us and clicking on 2025 The Final Drive.